An Orlando police officer arrested Kaya at school when she was 6 years old. The now fired cop zip-tied her wrist and put her in the back of the police car after a tantrum. Her family says she is forever changed. It's summer and lots of families are taking trips, staying in vacation rentals and hotels. And you want to be safe because you never know who is watching. I'll show you all the ways you can keep your family safe by spotting these hidden devices yourself. It's a dad and 2 kids. The kids are actually sitting in our news car right now so they can stay dry. But the emergency vehicles just said they couldn't get out here very quickly. The trees are just hard to see. It is down, and that is a big concern about being what. We'll show you the tree right over here if you can see it just a little bit now because we have our news car right behind us. That tree down in the road there, they couldn't see it driving along. There was no lights out here when they were coming, and that's something to be very, very careful of if you're out on the road at all. Hopefully you don't have to be. And that's what happened to this family's car as they were going along. But again, they are okay. The kids are in our vehicle right now, and there are first responders on the way to check them out and make sure nothing else is wrong. So, yeah, they are just starting to, but we heard they were really busy today. We'll show you right behind us. That is a symbol of what you see painted all around their slogan, Fort Myers Beach Strong. Their body camera footage captured it all. But before you see the video, it's important to know it can be difficult to watch, and this officer is okay. Tonight being the first time after that shooting last weekend that hurt 7 people and scared so many more. Well, sadly, we're told that pilot, the one person believed to be on board this small plane, has died. They have not said yet who that pilot may be. The report has some difficult details. Winter Garden police said they found the 27-year-old asleep in his truck, a truck that was running, lights on, stopped in the road, officer said.
West 2 investigates with Anika Hope.
She didn't know who this guy was. She also didn't know who to go to. That's why she came to us. That's when we started investigating. We learned just how big of a problem this is, what lawmakers are doing right now, and what you should do if this ever happens to you. Those folks told me they live nearby and they heard a big boom when all of this happened, and they ran out to see this right behind me. What deputies said, this young woman survived and escaped. They said she was tied up and sexually battered throughout the day. We're told that was after she saw 2 people killed. Told me they hope people take away from this is they leaned on each other for support, communicated with law enforcement, and documented everything with deputies. And they said tonight their children are feeling safer than they have in months. A lot of excitement about cutting down on traffic, but also a lot of concerns about ensuring any changes benefit the people who live nearby, not just drive by, because this stadium is unique in that it's situated near a lot of homes. This pandemic left so many of us feeling powerless, tossed around by the virus.
You know, there was this kind of helplessness throughout COVID.
Few know that better than the people who saved lives, but sometimes lost them.
I see a lot of deaths.
You can see the fear and the concern in their eyes and of their families.
Advent Health employees couldn't always keep people alive, but they decided they could always show people they care. With music.
This has just sort of pulled people apart in a number of different ways, and music is clearly one of those items that can just bring people back together.
First, they needed doctors, nurses, and office workers to pull together their instruments.
Here's your music, here's your instrument, be at practice, it's Monday at 6.
The senior vice president and chief investment officer figured out how to play the bass.
So, okay, we'll figure this out, yes, sir.
The woman in charge of keeping frontline healthcare workers safe took charge of the violin.
One night I just picked up my daughter's pieces and say, well, let's try to learn this. I haven't played the violin for 20 years.
The main man in the fight against COVID at Advent Health.
Basically, I oversee and I help guide our institution's response to COVID-19.
He felt like a kid trying out for band.
I just hope I'm good enough to be able to join the group.
And so, in November, the first Advent Health Orlando Orchestra launched, with only 2 rehearsals before their first performance. A taped concert that would honor people who died of this virus, people who they loved. Did you have someone in mind when you guys were playing?
Yeah, I think this is an episode that's broad enough where it's difficult not to have known somebody that you've lost.
Now, every chance the orchestra gets, they share their music. Music they hope lets people know they're not alone.
We all need to heal, and this is just one way of allowing us to heal.
Because we can't always fix people's pain or problems, not even doctors. We can always let people know we care.
As the light comes up and they stand, I still get choked up thinking about it, but they're all wearing, their what they would wear to work every day.
Anika Hope, West 2 News.
What a remarkable tribute. And I don't know about you, Michelle, but I just feel better after watching that.
Jim, that was incredibly moving. I didn't know what to expect from that story, but
Right.
I was not expecting that. I assumed they had already had the talents and the skills, but they put the effort in and learned a new instrument to do this. I'm almost speechless,
Yeah,
almost.
It's really moving.
Yeah.
It really is.
It was August 1955 in Orlando. All these 12-year-old Little Leaguers thought they had a game to win.
To us, it was just another baseball game.
We just want to play baseball.
But that day, a crowd watched as the all-black Pensacola JCs played the all-white Orlando Kiwanis. The first time a black Little League team played a white one in the South. But it was the adults in the stands who learned from the kids on the field.
It just goes to show you, if you get together and respect one another, what kind of friendships come out of this. So,
66 years later, those teammates are back where they played, Lake Lorna Dune Park. And from now on, the Breaking Barriers Monument will be there too, to carry on the spirit of that game and the players who've passed on.
He's not here. I'm here for him. I'm feeling what he probably would have felt.
The artist who sculpted this was a former NFL player and quite a barrier breaker himself.
He played, he and his college team were the first black team to play in the Florida Tangerine Bowl.
It would be George Knox's last art piece before he passed away.
we should just remember we can all get along and I think make the world a lot better place to live.
A little effort from both sides is all it takes. Just a little.
Don't say it can't happen if you haven't never tried.
Because those barriers did break, but it took children to break them. Anika Hope, West 2 News.
Incredible story there. Today wasn't the first time the team members met together as adults. In fact, a producer from right here at home, Ted Haddock, helped bring the men together for a Netflix documentary that first aired in 2018.
Years ago, no one knew if Max Jones would still be alive today.
There's definitely days where things don't look good. There's definitely days where you don't want to get up out of your bed. You don't want to open your eyes.
Those days came after a diagnosis, leukemia, at just 19 years old.
Being a 19-year-old on a pediatric floor was definitely an experience. All the nurses loved me because they weren't dealing with a 5-year-old that didn't want to take his medicine.
Advent Health pediatric oncology nurse Delaney Postma said there were a few more reasons to like Max.
What did you see in Max? What kind of process was that?
Oh man, Max is very intelligent, first of all, very curious, very caring himself. He always wanted to know, what was the next thing I was going to do? How was I prioritizing my night? How was I, he even asked me how I was doing. I mean, he was very charismatic.
He was also very curious.
When you know anyone that wants to be a nurse, you want to inspire them to pursue that.
It wasn't clear if Max's life would go on, but he already knew how he would spend it if it did.
I applied for the nursing school while I was in my hospital bed.
A bone marrow transplant, recovery, and a few years later,
I got a call one day from UCF and they said, hey, Max has gotten into the UCF College of Nursing.
Oh my God. Hi. Oh my God. I love you so much. Come here. Oh my God. I haven't seen you ever.
I know, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Because of all the kids on that floor 4 years ago.
And there were some that didn't make it, and that definitely stays with me today.
You're proud. You're proud to see, what he's been through. most of us will never go through in our entire lifetime. And to know where he started and where he's come.
And where is he going? To work on the very floor he spent months on.
If a kid's getting this certain chemotherapy, I could say, hey, I had that chemotherapy. You know, this is what I felt when I had that. But look at me today, I'm here. You know, we can get through it. Good morning.
Anika Hope, West 2 News.